Meh, bleh, bleh, it's for bleh, bleh, bleh. Ooh, nice time there.
My blood boils for wire and blood.
Animal companion here. There's no in-game sound? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Silver arrowheads, an excellent choice. To my side.
Let none hide.
There we go. See if I can get something better. Is that better? Maybe.
Locked and loaded.
You've joined the dark side.
Knocked and loaded.
So close here. If I can get it to hit face. That's like a really good minion though. I might just keep it because it's like resilient. Nohand's deck, I know, right? I've literally just played this deck for the YouTube with them thing. Like, they made a deck just for me. This looks pretty over, chat. I guess I have, I'm 2 off lethal for next turn, so they don't kill me, then they don't heal, and I get arcane shot. I could theoretically win, right? Nah, they got me though. Son of a. How are we feeling today? I'm like, I'm a little like, I'm a little scatterbrained today. But I got green tea. Feeling pretty good overall. It was cold today, dude. I tried to go for my daily walk. I didn't make it very long. Cause it was too freaking cold. You know? Ooh. I kind of feel like I keep this whole hand. You know? Maybe that's dumb, but... double these is pretty bad, though.
My blood boils for war.
Okay, I already kind of... You know what? Let's just coin this guy out, because then I could get these guys with double stats. All right, this was a bad mulligan keep, chat. Lesson learned. Don't dude, I'm pretty sure I already threw this game. God. I'm pretty confident I threw this game. Wait, what? Okay. But I'm getting bailed out. Chat, when is the skill?
Silver arrowhead. Silver arrowhead. Excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Bro.
Sisters, my will shall lead us to victory!
Would kill Jaden work in this deck? Definitely. It's really like annoying that playing this is probably... Okay, keeping these cards were really bad, by the way. Lesson learned. Somehow, egg returned. How much reverse are we representing? 4, 7. We have lethal from hand next turn. So if he doesn't have a consume or some sort of drain soul play, we do win this. How is your book? It's done, dude. Fury Hunter, our opponent, sent me his endorsement. Okay, that was the last thing. We got the picture. Everything's done. It's really just getting it out. Next things are like advertising stuff.
Sisters, my arrow shot straight down a foe.
Nice. Buy an electric variant of your book? Yeah, it's going to be on Amazon. There's going to be a Kindle edition. You can buy it there. So, yeah, it'll be real easy to buy a Kindle version. You know, you could probably like have it like a AI read it. There's not an audiobook at this time. If it becomes a smash hit, maybe we'll make an audiobook and translate it into other languages, kind of thing. But as of now, it's only in English. How much will it cost? We're aiming at $15. I'm pretty confident we can get it there. So it should be 15 bucks. So a little more than 2 subs. So if you're a subscriber, it should be very affordable. I feel like the viewers should get it for free. You know, I actually take it a step further. I think the government should provide it. And they should advertise it, and they should make it required reading in schools. If you make $1 million when you quit streaming, the real answer is no. Here's the thing: if I make $1 million, guess what's also going to happen? Which is not going to happen, but like. People will come to the stream to like ask for advice, you know? And I think this stream is more than just Hearthstone now. It's like, it's really like, for me, it's such a good like place to run ideas and have feedback mechanism. So it's just really good for like trying things out, you know, like that I can talk about something and I can I can like explain an idea and you know, try out little different jokes, try out different things. It's something that I have access to, having an audience that, you know, a huge amount of people will never have. So I think it's like valuable for kind of its own sake. So I'm definitely not gonna, you know, quit streaming. It's more like if I made $1 million, I would be like probably be more inclined to take more days off, you know? That's probably what would happen. You know, so like if I don't have to worry about money, like I'm not gonna stream that day where it's a bad meta and it's like this. Like I'm not gonna do that disciplined stream if I have a millionaire. What I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go get a massage, right? Like and have them, you know. We want regular streams. You should not buy the book. You could look at it that way.
Hunt alone, already attacked.
Diminishes its benefits? No, it actually, so there are advantages to having a stream full of idiots, right? Because like, here's the thing. I pretend like you guys are so dumb, but you're probably just like average, right? So if I want my book to like resonate with the people, like I need it to make sense to people who, you know, who are weaker in the cerebro arts, you know. Do you think smart people are overall happier than dumb people? No. I think smart people can actually have their intelligence can get in their own way, where they actually do stupid things ironically because they're too smart, because they're like too obsessed with getting things perfect. So there's a lot of like traps of high intelligence that you just don't find when you're an idiot, you know? So it's like, I mean, what I'm trying to say is like, ironically, smart people aren't as smart as they act, right? Basically, you know?
Let none survive.
So, what was I gonna say? Turn your camera off. Your head gets too big. It can't be on screen anymore, but you know, what was I gonna say? I mean, it's not, it's actually a thing of like, here's what I don't like about, so I've noticed like I'll see a lot of like these like videos on social media where the person is like trying to convey they're a smart person, and they just like speak in a way that they say a lot of like words, but they don't really get to any substance, and they say things in a way that's needlessly confusing. And I think it's like this way of subconsciously saying, I'm smart, you're dumb, just listen to what I say, and don't think about what I'm saying. The irony is, like, if you're dumb and you want to get smart, like, you have to start thinking about things, right? So they kind of just say, like, I'm the smart one, shut up and do what I tell you to. I don't exactly like know how to explain this, but yeah, it's really annoying, and it's just so, I don't know, it's so common. Yeah, buzzword bingo.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Yeah, and it's like, what's annoying about it is like smart people are very capable of doing dumb things, of saying dumb things. You know, it's not, I feel it's kind of, so I don't know, that's why I find it real annoying. How much damage do I have? So I have 10, I could slam this. This gets me 4 damage. right? So 4 damage, so 10, 14, 16.
I want
It's usually not lethal, so I think I'm just gonna... This should...
Let none hide. Let none survive.
Lethal with rock? I mean, that's a 3 mana play. I don't know. Sense you, yeah, it's convey information. Yeah, but there's a lot of that, like, you know, of like who's the smartest, as opposed, you know, even like the obsession with like IQ, because you could have a high IQ and have a bunch of like incorrect knowledge on things, or even like you haven't gone and solved things, you know. So that's what I kind of like, you know. I think like, you know, the movie like Forrest Gump, even though it's fiction, is this idea of like you could be dumb, but you take action, you work on things, you can actually practically be incredibly successful, right? So I don't know. That's kind of my point of view on that. Like, it's obviously Forrest Gump is a fiction. It's fake, but I think that's kind of the message of Forrest Gump is, you know, if you're dumb, but don't give up, you know. So, and I think almost everyone, you know, everyone is like conditionally dumb, you know. I think there are lots of things that I'm very untalented at and very naturally dumb at that I've worked on because they're important, and now I don't seem dumb in those areas, but I deep down know I'm an idiot in these like certain dimensions, you know. So all right, let's play some Felice. About this Undertale. Yeah.
I will set the sky ablaze. Let the hunt begin.
Maybe blah 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 blah. That, yeah, it's only one song. All right, they requested it, and then there's like a 2-hour delay.
My blood boils for war.
Ooh, change of plans. Ooh. We'll set up for RC Rampage for next turn. I think is a pretty good play. That seems good. No. What are these things you've worked on to not seem dumb? I even think like my sense of humor is something that I've very much developed. So that's not really a dumb thing, as more as it is a skill that people kind of think is natural. I'm trying to think of other things. I mean, I think a lot of people skills fall into this category. I feel like I was like, I know somebody would say like, read to be able to read a room. Yeah, I think that's huge. I think I was definitely unable to read a room in a lot of situations. And the irony is that now I'm actually like very much more sensitive to things. But I think I was very much like a, you know, a weird kid in his own head, kind of. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other things, so like outside of like people skills, because people skills is like, I don't know. I kind of think everyone has to, but um, I think also just like my communication skills. Yeah. You know, I think just because chat's mom will accept anything, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You can't. You can't. You should take it seriously. Take the job seriously, anyways. You know. Wait, I forgot to turn off this. Okay. Communication skills, yeah. Wow, this deck's pretty good. I think just like I don't know, it's being able to like
Rexar versus the Lich King.
I'm trying to think of
Will serve
the streams, please.
death. Let the
We've requested it so many times. So yeah, no, I've learned my lesson. Dread is good. There's now a limit of how many times you can play it. This is the new society we're in. All right.
My blood boils for war.
Will there be a discount on police on Black Friday? Maybe. I could see it. I could see it, you know.
Fire and blood.
Let's rewind. I don't like this one because if I can get Mukla. Wait, is that like ironically good because it's like a giant minion? I don't know. It might be, even though I lose this. It's a big old minion there. I don't know. Dude, I kind of want a 6/6, but it's probably incorrect. Let's just do this. Played Crazed, yeah, chat. Do we hard run Crazed Alchemist so when we randomly generate a 312, we can deal 9 more damage? Spell Rattler. Yeah, this I think dormant minions have historically caused lots of weird bugs in Hearthstone.
Nightmares are never forgotten. I have but little time.
We're kind of getting wrecked here. But this is nice though, so maybe we're not getting wrecked. I don't know.
My blood boils for war.
Seems good. I don't know. Corpse Explosion. Should I have played around Corpse Explosion to make this live? Maybe. But I probably just lose if I on Regnus. Yeah, I feel like I probably should have played around. I don't know. I only have a 312. I mean, it still even lives, so. Alright, they're at 7 life. If we top take one of our good, no, I don't know. We're probably okay here.
The terror will be born again.
Wait, that's not good. Wait. Holy Babadoo!
Sisters, my arrows shot straight down our
Bro. Chat, witness the skill. Alright, we got a Pedro request. Chat, interestingly enough, Pedro was the next song in the queue. So I just went to that. I was already ready to go. No, I got tired of saving up for VIP.
Rexa versus Valera.
So, Chad, if you've been wanting to get VIP, all right. So I'm writing. The book comes out pretty soon, right? If you buy the book and you read the book and you write a review that shows that you read the book, like, and you send me a screenshot on Discord. Of like you with the review, right? 5 stars, saying, you know, I read the book, I liked it. This is what, like, you know, giving a real review, right? that like you talk about it. You get a VIP for the first 3 people. Can I buy the book in Europe? Yep.
Choose soon.
That's illegal, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not. Like, I can't pay you guys money. Alright, well, I guess I can't do that, so never mind, chat. Apparently it's bribery. Alright. Deceptive content. Cash discounts. Free fake reviews. We must be honest with actual experience. Focus on the product. A close financial personal to a seller. Alright. Or free products. Do have conflict of interest. Alright. Okay. Regarding friends, yeah. Leave reviews, yeah. Well, this is bad. This was some bullshit. Oh god, it's over, chat.
Instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
Alright. I just concede here.
Well fought. I concede.
I mean, I'm basically just giving you recognition for like buying the book and reviewing it. I don't know. That's all it is, right? It's like saying thank you. But the VIP has no monetary value. I don't know. People are saying it's also like, can your friends do this? Or promotional or biased reviews. Okay. Alright, so never mind, chat. We can't do that. I still appreciate if you do a review. Where can I buy the book? Amazon. December 10th.
Rexar versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Let the hunt begin.
This is a good hand. Probably should just kept that 1 mana spell. It's probably worth it. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a good thing. Okay, yeah. So if you write a review, I'll read it out loud on stream. Will there be an audio version? No. There might be eventually if it's a big success. There will be an electronic version. So, I know at some point you can do like text to speech on Kindle, so on ebooks. So
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection. My blood boils for war.
will you give copies of your book to people for Christmas? I might give some copies to some like friends, especially who helped with the book.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Only available in English. Yep. I mean, you could put it through a translator if that's what you want to do, you know? Wait. That's fine. My dishes are done, chat.
Welcome to the crew.
We're right, I think, of the 16 months. How close am I to lethal here?
I wonder.
What is the tug of on what work, romance, Hearthstone? Yeah, so I mean that's the like the idea of the book is like the process of getting good at something is similar in almost all things, right? There's different emphases. For example, in card games and games of RNG, it's a lot easier to blame circumstances, aka luck, for your failures. But that being said, it's still something that you can do in any art form. Like you can blame luck. People find ways to blame luck in everything, right? So there are these concepts of like, you know, how do you go about getting better at something, right? What is the process? Spoilers.
I'll make my own fortune.
Let the hunt begin.
Dude. Chad, I don't actually say this is the sex cult. It's more like if you read the book and you have an ounce of like inference, right? You should be able to infer what the sex cult probably is, right? Inference, I don't know.
Silver arrowheads. An excellent choice.
Will the hook give me a GR? A girlfriend? It would actually, yeah. Like one of the big concepts of the book is like reflection. So what you reflect on things, right? So if you're not good at reflection, you're just like, oh, so what you would do if you read the book, you'd be like, wait, so I should think about like maybe how to you know, find a significant other.
I hunt alone.
Maybe how to connect with other people. Right, yeah. How are your day? My day's going good. Yeah, it is exhausting. It is really fun though. I stopped playing it mainly because it was exhausting. I think it's really good. I actually wonder why more people aren't playing it.
Sisters, my arrows shot straight down our foes.
Bro, this deck is broken. I'm 6-2. And I'm just like spending my mana. I know this is, Chad, this is the EU server. So I know like...
Keep on panning!
It doesn't really say much when you win a bunch on the EU server, right? Anyone who can play cards. But still, you know, I think a normal win rate in the EU server is more like 69%, where I have a 75% win rate. Where you Chad, never miss a good opportunity to shit on EU, right? Oh, this is interesting. Doesn't think I should keep this, but I'm going to keep this.
Silver arrowheads. An excellent choice.
What good decks are good for the craft? You know, I've done a bunch of stuff on my YouTube. Here's the reality: is nothing is better than Quest Warlock. There's somebody who got #1 legend. Shank, I think, with 100 bits, who got double #1 legend with Quest Warlock. Who also plays a lot of... Could you describe the setup? I'd love to share any tips with them. I use technology that you can no longer buy. That is the sad thing. They discontinued it. You cannot buy it. So what you could do is buy so there you can buy their newer product that doesn't work as good. It's the Track IR, which is a pilot simulator to top, and then you can hack it to control. The other thing is you can do, I know a guy does it, is you can use Tobii Eye Tracker, and you can eye track. That's another option. So you can eye track, and you have to like run some other programs, reverse engineer it. Yeah, so it's. Do you have a backup plan? I have a backup plan. It's kind of like saying like, okay, if this acting job doesn't work out, what's your backup plan? Well, I'm gonna go work at McDonald's. Like, it's not a good backup plan, but it is like I won't die. You know, I'll be making a lot more APM mistakes, but it is a backup plan. That's a high roll. Have you checked Aggro Warlock? Wait, what do you mean checked?
Sisters, my will shall lead us to victory!
So I've also have gained, my hands are doing a lot better, but there's a difference between like doing better and being able to like, I could definitely like play Hearthstone for like a half an hour. The question is, could I do it, you know, all day? I don't know. So it's a thing of, you know, because like my tech is super useful in that matter. But you know, I wonder if I could, because my hands, I've made a lot of strides. I typed my book, so when I used to do books, I would have to do it all with voice to text, which would be more tedious. I typed my book, which is way easier. Tendonitis carpal tunnel. I have the last one. Really, they don't know. They tested me for carpal tunnel. I just say chronic pain. But I came up negative for carpal tunnel, so I think it's just chronic nerve pain. So I don't really feel like going into the whole conversation on chronic pain today. Just not in the mood. Some days I am in the mood, not today.
Low.
5 to 10 minutes each time. Yeah. So I don't know. It's I've already done something. So there's also an element of like psychology of like sometimes my brain won't learn things until I need to do it to survive. So you know, I'm just not going to worry about it until then. I have a backup solution where I won't be unemployed tomorrow if it breaks. So, but yeah. But writer's block when working on the book. Yep. You know, what I did when I wrote my book is I would just every day, and this is not like my idea, like this is a very common writer's block strategy. Every day, I would sit down, I'd drink my coffee, and then I would go and I would type for at least an hour, maybe 2, right? And I would just type whatever bullshit came out of my fingers, right? That's what I did. And then after about like 4 to 6 months, I had a bunch of stuff. And then I worked with an editor. We kind of this, and then we write more. We kind of like, oh, I need to expand this section. But that was how we approached it. So you just kind of write. You write whatever. It can suck. You can discard the suck, right? You can go be like, this is terrible. I'm not including it. But you just write every day. And if you can do that, yeah, that's kind of how I approached it. My main weakness is discipline. That's why you do it. So there's certain, like, I do my best this, like, while you have the coffee, because the coffee makes it fun. You're drinking the coffee and it's enjoyable. Like, it's enjoyable to write ideas, but you're very exhausted afterwards. Sometimes I've found I'm very exhausted, like from all the thinking. Or sometimes like there are streams where I'd be a little like, because I've already like kind of been thinking for, 2 hours. So also I found walks. It's something I've added to my life pretty religiously in the last few years. I find them very good. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, people are shitting on this expansion. It's totally for good. Like, What aspects did they help? They helped. They didn't do as much of like, they would help me get like a format. They helped, I don't know. They helped like turn it. Because I kind of went to them and I was like, I also need help of just like turning all this stuff. So they helped me get into chapters. They helped me organize it. They helped like, so they gave me kind of feedback on like, okay, maybe you put these things together. Cause it really was just like all these notepads of things. And then we turned it into a whole structure. They were very helpful, beyond just like grammar, You were talking incredibly vague? What do you mean? So like, it was just...
Rexar versus Illidan.
Demons never.
How do you move the mouse? All right. So, see the head? See the head moving the mouse? Bum, bum, bum. That's how it works. I move the head a lot. It moves. Give an example. I don't know. It's do you keep an example? I don't know. Like I don't remember everything. I don't know. It's cost up front. No, you pay up front. I don't know. I should have just done them. You say is the villain in the book. OTK players.
Silver arrowheads and excellent choice.
No. So I wasn't really writing a novel, right? So I would have stuff and they would say like, okay, I think this concept goes with this concept. I think we should have a chapter on, failure, right? I think these concepts go together. So, 'cause, 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 ' So like sorting what like, because there's stuff in the book that like I'm like not really sure where it should go, you know?
Sisters, my instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
This is terrible. We'll take a quick shot here.
And loaded.
Why not play one? I think it was actually a better play, yeah. No good reason. Egg Warlock is a really good deck, yep. There are no new cards. Decks are running the same list. So... it's further to do deal 2 to all there. Decided all smork is better here. Like yeah. So the book idea was I made a video on tempo and I was gonna make a video on value. And basically the video on value became a book on value. Because I displayed like what is value, right? I think people have this idea, oh, a value is a bunch of stuff in your hand, right? Like, chat, what do you guys think value is in Hearthstone? Right? I've answered this question before, so if you know the answer from a previous stream, don't tell me. What do you think value is? More things to do. Yeah, that's kind of it, but let's we can be more specific. Card advantage. Card advantage is value. Values it wins matches. Yes. You guys are all right answers. When you buy a piece nugget, so that generate more than they cost. Ah, Zom, that's like that is positive value. You could have negative value in theory. So a card that would this. So it's all. So I'm gonna get this. So wheels and finance are gay, baby. Dopamine. Banking, yeah. So value is things that help you win, right? Values are things that, so I talk about the first chapters on objectives, right? Objective in the game is put your opponents to 0. Value is things that help you put your opponents down to 0, right? So when people say the value, they're usually referring to that usually there's a cost, right? So when they say really good value, they say, given the that really helped us win. But so one of the big costs of Hearthstone is mana, right? So usually like things that do a lot for the mana are considered good value. So value is dopamine. It's more like your brain uses dopamine to help you get value, right? Your brain is actually a value generating machine. and it says dopamine for things it thinks is valuable, right? So the idea of like one of the like important first chapters of my book. This is. Oof. Okay. I'm kind of scared. This is bad. Ooh, this could be good later. I think I have to overtrade here, unfortunately. Maybe I don't. I can do this and then just double face. I think it's okay. I don't know. So value is things that help you win, right? Sylvanas would have been value in that tempo is one of the most important values in Hearthstone, right? And the reason why tempo is one of the biggest things that helps you win. So yeah. So the value town, yeah. So a value deck or a control deck is usually about making lots of small value decisions over a long period of time that lead to a win. So that's why it's considered a value deck, because it's like it's instead of like a tempo deck really just focus on often on one value. Get on board, get ahead, go for the kill, right? So you don't really need to like make all these trade-offs between values when you play a value deck. You have to like, okay, do I need more cards in my hand, or do we need to protect my life total? My life total is a resource, you know. You have to think about that stuff when you're playing. This is probably a loss. When you're playing a value deck, and you don't have to do that when you're playing a tempo deck, particularly. So. So the idea of infinite value is you have infinite things that help you win, right? But really you only have a limited amount of turns, so it's not truly infinite, right? But it's basically saying it's infinite on card value, right? It's not infinite on mana value. It's not infinite on so life, right? It's infinite on one kind of value. So card value is often what people are talking about when they talk about value. So. More you know.
Let none hide.
Any resource, yep. What is too much value? Usually when people say too much value, they have too many cards in hand. So then they don't have enough mana to play them, or they don't have enough board space to play them. No trade with Huffer. I'm trying to win the game, so I'm going face, right? Like they have a card value advantage, so I'm pushing my tempo advantage, my tempo value advantage. Because I know they have an infinite card value generator effectively with the tracking, right? Where I do not. So the first chapter in the book is all about one, what is your objective in getting good, right? So then it's about breaking things down into individual values, things like board, or things in chess like pieces, right? Or and then it's about working and figuring out the interaction between those values and how they relate to your highest objective, right? My objective is getting good, yeah. So So even like what's interesting is like if you're playing poker and your objective for that day is getting good, right? You will actually make plays that are short-term bad plays. I wanted to hit arcane shot there. Do I have lethal? Dang, I don't think I do. I don't know. Ukla face. Are you talking about the interaction of fun essay again? Criticism about the game? What are we talking about? Wait. Putting the word value on every tempo is a value. Card event. Yes, they are all value. Values are things that help you achieve your objective, right? Tempo is a value. So tempo is a subset of what value is, right? It just happens to be the most important value, right? Tempo is a value. Are you talking about the aspect of the fun or purely the way the pro sees it? So you are, as a human being, have more complicated objectives than the simple objective in the game. The simple objective in the game is this. The problem, so one of the concepts of the book is called assuming objectives. So what do you want out of this game? Do you want to have fun? What does having fun even mean to you, right? Is winning fun for you? Is winning in a certain style fun for you? Is losing fun for you? Like if you just have fun losing, that's really easy. You should be having a blast in life, right? It's very easy to lose. So you have to decide what is your objective, right? And then you base your actions around that objective, right? Making the whole live miserable for me, yeah. So I talk about as a professional. It used to be my objective was to be as good as possible, right? My new objective is to be an entertaining streamer. That's the current objective, right? Those are two different objectives. What's a situation where like that would matter? Like when you play Yogg, right? A lot of times if I'm trying to win at all costs, I'm not going to play these like fun RNG based cards, right? But if I'm trying to be entertaining, well, then I'm going to play Yogg, right? That's the correct play as a streamer. But it's not the correct play necessarily as a player, right? So if you're trying to find the best play, well, it depends on what your goals are, okay? Interesting. So one of the concepts of the book is called assuming objectives. So it's this idea of like, you ever have a friend who they're just like one day they want to be, you know, they want to be, you know, a celebrity, or the next day they want to be, I don't know, like their goals are one day they want to be a weightlifter, the next day they want to just like, you know, they want to be a professional bodybuilder. The next day they just want to like lose some weight. The next day they want to be an athlete. If your goals are all over the place, your actions are going to be inconsistent and not lead to results. So what you do is you assume this is my current objective and you commit for a set period of time. So you might assume like, what is my objective? It's to get legend, right? My goal is to get legend. That's what I want. So I'm going to base my actions around getting legend, right? That is my goal. My goals are, but so that's what you have to think about it. That's the chapter on reflection. Think about, what do you want, right? What do you want? Why are you doing this, right? Now you can just go through life as a dopamine based thing, doing actions, never know why you're doing things, in a constant state of you know, emotional, being emotional. You could do that. I can't stop you, right? But wait, bro, this was very bad. This was very bad. I think I lost. Holy turn 4. What the heck, chat? That was very bad. I don't know what to do.
I wonder. I hunt alone.
Being emotional. So, are you single? I'm single, yeah. So so I talk about in the book this concept of, I talk about casinos a lot, and I think because I learned a lot from the stuff in poker, at least in the first chapter. And I said, so one of the issues of these things is, so if you go to the casino, right, and you spend $200 gambling and you lose it, but you leave feeling happy, you had a good time. That sounds great until your goal is to be a professional gambler, right? The fact that you lost money but still are happy isn't necessarily good. What was I gonna say? So it's because you want your emotions to lead you to your goal. I lost my train of thought on this.
I alone will shield my people.
Let the hunt begin.
So where are we going? We were saying what was the question Chad asked? So that's why, like, you have a goal, like a set goal, like I'm trying to make money, right? To lead you to your goal. Yeah, I mean the gambler. So there's that's the problem of purely being your. So your emotions are incredibly useful, but one, there's all these traps, and society's trying to exploit your traps. You know, so that's the hard thing about your emotions is like, oh, if I pressed it really fast. They're trying to exploit your emotions? Yes. I forgot what our train of thought was here. I feel Chad had some questions, and I lost what we were talking about. So, but yeah. So a lot of this book is about, you know, it's about how... Wait, oh, what the heck? That's really bad. This is very bad, by the way, this minion. Minion probably wrecks me. You know what? I actually saved this. The reason why is I'm gonna need to get through this, and if I have this, I can clear it with spells. So he'll come up again, yeah. Until there's no risk. It's awkward.
I remember this place well. Not enough time. Sisters, my will shall lead us to victory!
Yeah. Wait, that's I needed that. Wait, are they just doing nothing here? Wait, my opponent just laying down and dying here, it seems like.
Let none falter!
Alright. Got 2 turns. If they don't heal, they die. We'll see if they heal.
time. I must win.
Got him. Dude, easy.
I'm cold as ice.
Let the hunt begin.
That's some real value. Yeah, so it's interesting. When people usually say value in Hearthstone, they usually mean card value. And when people usually say tempo, they usually mean board tempo. Value is not just like the card tempo. You signed the book? Yeah, I'd sign the book. You'd have to like meet me with the book, but I would sign it, yeah.
Hunt alone.
Tempo storm. Erotic scenes. I did not write any erotic scenes. Maybe that was a big mistake. I could easily see it being a big mistake.
I hunt alone. That many.
That's annoying. It's a high roll. What's the book called? The Art of Getting Good? Going after your target demographic. A corpse explosion here. Oh, God. Dang. It's really bad.
Silver arrowheads. An excellent choice.
Art of getting good. So why did we trade the ship pieces? There are punishes for not trading the ship piece. It could have been incorrect to trade the ship piece. It's a marginal play. But the reason why I did it was, so for example, they could play the 1-mana spell, right? That gives it reborn and lifesteal. That would be a huge punish. So it's not that costly to do it, but in that spot, it didn't seem to work out well. So do I ever keep this? This is actually kind of good. The 312. Greetings, Fulham. Unfortunate. Wait, what does this cast when it dies? Wait. It's a Sanguine that draws another Sanguine. That's actually kind of brutal.
I remember this place well.
Did it happen? I think. Oh, they got a sanguine on. I don't know. Which spell? Yeah. How did they get 2 of them though? I guess no. They just played one sanguine and then they put it on it. So.
Hurry up.
Oh, if they get like deal 3 to all, that would be brutal here. Wow. Unlucky, chat. Alright, well that was brutal. I'd probably lost. Wait, that's actually a ton of burst. It's 12 burst. I don't know. In theory, we could get there. In practice, they're healing every turn, so we're not going to get there, but in theory, chat. Alright.
Well fought.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Isn't concede the play? Yeah, I do talk about not giving up in the book, chat, and like why it's so important not to give up, and why giving up will basically ruin your life, right?
Rexar versus Illidan.
This ends now. Let the hunt begin.
Silver arrowheads. An excellent choice.
Maybe picking dormant minion wasn't aggressive enough, or maybe they got some really big rolls and it didn't really matter.
Knocked and loaded.
Time grows short.
Knocked and loaded. Knocked and loaded.
So I could use some card draw here. That's okay, I guess.
Sisters, my instincts shall
Makes
hunt
it if I
down
draw some other Sylvanas are better now. I think I take this.
I remember this place well.
That's fear right there. Pointing, red carding a 2-mana minion. I don't think a 2/3 is good enough, but this could low roll. Wait, I said keep? Oh, whoops. I guess it went face. I don't know. I meant to click rewind. Let's see, did they get armor here? They did get armor. It's probably over. Aggro's too hard for me, maybe. I don't know, shit. Shipping it. Alright, I just have to find a way to deal 6 from hand next turn. Getting up is letting go. Yeah, letting go means I do things within my control that I think are the best actions, and I don't worry about the result. I don't try to hold on to the result of something I can't control. Giving up, it just means I'm not even gonna try. All right. That's a good top deck, but it's just probably not going to win.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down our foe.
Like, how do I deal this much damage in a lifesteal weapon, right?
Unleash hell!
Another soul sold.